guys, thank you for joining me on another episode of Let's Talk About God. In this episode, we're talking about social anxiety and how God treats it. It has actually been scientifically proven that extroverts are typically happier and healthier than introverts. Introverts being people who spend more time worried about what other people are thinking. I think a big part is the worrying part, worrying about what other people are thinking. We only have control over our own actions and our own sayings. But if we sit here and we worry about what other people might be saying, we might also be missing out on a purpose, a message, or something that can help us heal. Philippians 2:4, it says, "Let each of you look not only to his own interest, but also to the interest of others." We don't know everything. God made us very different and unique. He did that for a reason, though. He wants us to be different. He wants our brains to think in different ways, so that way when they come together, they can create something beautiful. God encourages community because he knows community can bring growth and healing and friendship and companionship. And that's pretty much why God wanted us to exist, was to live amongst his children and live amongst each other. Now, other ways he helps treat social anxiety is by telling us ways to avoid being anxious about what other people are telling us, or being anxious of that growth we can have in a companionship. So, in 1 Corinthians 13:4-8, I'll get it divided out. So first, 4-5, love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. So a lot of the times when I face social anxiety, it's because I'm worried of someone hurting me or saying something, or me saying something that will be wrong that will eventually lead to something else hurting me. But if love is patient and love is kind, then we're also accepting. Love does not envy or boast. God gives us examples of what love isn't. So we can approach a situation with this lens that God gave us, and we can see what love is. We know that love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. Those are the things we can be looking for. He provides us with a certain guidelines of the kind of person we should be and the kind of person around us should be, which can take away that anxiety of what if, Verse 5, it does not insist on its own way. So, once again, lens. Staying in isolation usually requires creating boundaries for ourselves, and those boundaries are self-made. Those boundaries are made, from ourselves, for ourselves. But that doesn't always mean it's right. That doesn't mean that's the boundary we should be focusing on. God says it does not insist on its way, meaning we could be wrong. We could be thinking that we need this when we actually need this. Verse 6, it does not rejoice at the wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Isolation also can lead to avoidance, avoiding the truths that are surrounded by us, avoiding the fact in the world that just can't be changed, but also we don't want to accept. But those truths might be the thing we need to get to God's kingdom. We might need that little bit of truth in order to be free, in order to experience the love and peace God has been talking about. And then verse 7-8, love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things, and love never ends. I love this part of the verse. It's like my favorite part. It says, love bears all things and believes all things. God doesn't want us to be picky. Being picky on millennial things means we aren't loving. If we don't bear all that is around us, if we don't accept it, or believe the perspectives that someone else is trying to share, we naturally will be pushing people away. And love doesn't do that. Love gathers people together in a communion. Love also allows hope. It allows us to think brightly on the future and brightly on these actions we're taking with other people. I really hope you can join us. You can join this beautiful group of people on social media who are trying to share this love and embrace it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope my growth can help your growth.